The title of this video is a notion of liberty. It is along the lines of what Doug Carlton's talking about with the Are We Free project. Is that what it is? The Are We Free project? The AWFP. Does that make us? Where's my damn camera lens? Does that make us all AWFPers? I'm gonna go back to your challenge to me last week of reading the Hologram for Liberty. I think it was last Friday we talked about that. I think I may surprise you a little bit in this, and I don't know. It goes along with the enigma that somehow manages to surround me. Not that I'm so worthy of a term as enigma, but I have of course a lot to learn. And if you watch Dangerous Dan's videos, you'll be able to see some evidence of some of that curve is a little steep. He's presented some stuff that at first had been hard for me to hear, and but sometimes you have to listen, and you have to read between the lines. Actually, you always have to listen. Well, not you, but a person does. Don't know if you listen. But let me tell you about the Hologram for Liberty thing. I was reading a lot of the reviews. I haven't read the book yet. It is actually, unfortunately, it's going to be a little while. It's number 3 on my reading list, behind the. I'm still finishing up The Theory of Moral Sentiments by Adam Smith, and I'm also going to be reading the Libertarian Manifesto in an effort to regulate after reading the Communist Manifesto, which was, once again, like eating a cow patty with M&Ms mixed into it. It's the only way I can describe it. So, anyway, when I was very young, when I was but a boy, we had some English foreign exchange students coming over to our house. And we got along quite well. Much more in common than how far away we lived, you would think. And unfortunately, though, as is the case, we eventually got onto the topic of the American Revolution, which they do not call it the American Revolution. I don't remember exactly what England calls it, but it's not the American Revolution. It's like the American Colonial Rebellion or something like that. At a very young age, what I'm trying to say is that at a very young age, I was introduced to the concept and the notion that different countries have different history books. I mean, even looking now, I did some quick checking on the American Revolutionary stuff, and if you check the English sources, I think it's redcoat.cu.uk, they paint a very different picture of George Washington and the French and Indian War, and actually they paint a somewhat practical picture of this taxation, which they actually claim we had the representation, regardless of how well it rhymes. While tough to read, I understand that history bears with it quite a bit of perspective, and the victors quite often get to write the books. So I don't believe that I'll be one of the people so shocked to hear of certain events. And I believe when I get to it, it's going to give me a bit of a different perspective on it. Because personally, I think that having that viewpoint, instead of being shocked by such a novel bit of information, instead of automatically accepting the conclusions that other people draw, I come up with different ones. But again, that's nothing new to me. Being a person in the South, my uncle was into Civil War reenacting, and those people are very much into the history of it. And history is written several different ways. So, anywho, can you believe that by this time I actually don't remember what the name of this... I'm going to have to watch this video again to figure out what it was that I named it. I'm glad that I said something. Oh, A Notion of Liberty. So, yeah, moving forward. It's definitely been a good couple of weeks on here for all of us. Even with my roller coaster of a day that I've had today. So, y'all take care.